What do you think of this matchup, Super Bowl 52?
I think it's going to be exciting. You know, we've had the opportunity to play against both these teams, and they both have different things going for them. I think, you know, what I think separates Philly and offense is their ability to run the ball. They got a really good offensive line. They got Zach Ertz, who's kind of like Greg, a guy that can get open, and I think Nick Foles doesn't get enough credit for what he's been able to do.
Right. So now you obviously know what it takes to play in a game like this, right? A big game like this. When you have a bunch of guys on Philadelphia, many of whom who have not been in that game, what advice would you give them when they get on that field in this spot to play a big game like that?
Well, hopefully the whole week they tried to keep the routine as similar as possible to what they do back in Philly. You know, whether it's your film study or what you do during the week, but when you get to the stadium, you got to realize that there's going to be a lot going on. There's going to be, when I was out there, I was warming up before the game, and there was a Kevin Durant and Usher was out there, and the people there's just going to be more surrounding the field during the game. The energy of the game is going to be different, but I think you got to really do a good job of controlling the emotions and getting out there and just playing the game and kind of putting that all aside. It's going to be difficult to do, but got to concentrate on playing because that's what's important.
Yeah. Luke Kuechly here on the Rich Eisen Show. And you have played against Brady.
Yeah.
You have played against him. Is there something, Chris Brockman, you'd like to get off your chest about the Carolina Panthers playing? Because he's a Patriot fan. Do you know where this one
is? This going back to 2013?
Yes, it is.
And I think
why did you hold Gronkowski?
Hey, we're just trying to win the game. I think I might have got away with one there. I said that during the week we played him, and I held him, and I didn't mean to. It wasn't on purpose, but I think I got away with one there. And,
does that make you feel better?
Yes, it does. And you know what? I don't hold it against you.
I want to be honest with you. Yeah, I got away with one.
It's okay. I think I'm over it.
Yeah, I think you should be over it. They've had a good past couple years.
Yeah, I'm over it.
You are definitely not over it.
No, I'm more not over it
because
when Clete Blakeman,
like 5 years ago, he's still holding on to it.
When Clete Blakeman showed up to referee the AFC Championship game, he lost his marbles. But that wasn't Clete. Clete had nothing to do with that call.
That was back judge, right?
I love this
but still,
review.
Clete's wearing the white hat. He has the final say.
So is that the way to cover Gronk? Obviously, I know you're a defensive player with tons of skills, but I mean, what is the style of play required to cover that guy?
It's difficult because he's so big. He's able to position, like, say, you know, it doesn't matter how close you are to him.
Yes.
Because if you're right on him and he reaches that arm out, that ball is going to go exactly where it needs to be. Brady's going to put it like, if it needs to go on his hand, it's going to go on his hand. If it needs to go on his chest, it's going to go on his chest. He's able to, he kind of has that Tony Gonzalez to him, where he's going to run up, he's going to create space with his body, he's going to box you out, and the ball's going to be right there. That's what Matt and Tony did for so long, and that's what these guys do up in New England so well.
Right, yeah, so it's the Brady-Gronk combination.
Yeah, I think he just understands, all right, if all I got to do is get me between, I got to get between the ball and the other guy.
The Rich Eisen Show, weekdays at noon Eastern on Audience.